All right, good Sunday morning to you, everybody. I'm getting ready to do a video on how to smoke salmon on a smoker. And so I'm gonna try to walk you through step by step. If the video is a little weird, I'm just learning how to do this technology stuff. And I don't have somebody that can man the camera, so I'm gonna have to do it. So just bear with me if you're interested in learning about how to do smoked salmon on a smoker. So the first thing is I got some apple wood chips that have been soaking, and I got this smoker box. So I do have a pellet smoker. It does produce smoke. I use competition pellets for it, but for just the extra, I think the competition pellets have like oak and cherry and some others, and I apologize for not knowing them offhand. But if you go to Lowe's Hardware, it's just in a bag called competition. So it's a good mix. But anyways, this smoker box, I will put these apple chips in, and I will place it over the part of the smoker where it has a sear kind of setting, and I will place this over that, open the vent just a little so that this will get good heat and will provide additional smoke, because fruit woods like apple and that pair well with the salmon. So without any further ado, I'm going to run over here to the refrigerator. And so what I've done so far what I've done is I have, and I'll show you, what I've done so far is this is from a Norwegian farm, and it is all organic, so it's fed organic. It is a farm raised, but the difference is it's completely organic, and it is humanely raised, and the conditions are good, and no antibiotics and none of that nasty stuff. So what I did was I got the whole side of salmon. I've sliced it so that it has more surface area rather than just throwing it on the smoker whole. It's better to be, because it has more surface area to grab smoke and all that. I don't know all the technical terms, so you'll just have to bear with me. What I did was, first I cut them into strips and these little fillets, and then I rinsed them really good. And then I took them and put them in a overnight brine. I boiled 6 cups of water, and then I added a 1/4 cup of kosher salt and 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And I let that soak skin side up, because you want the skin on your fillets that you're gonna smoke, because it'll help hold it together. So I have brined that flesh down, skin up on the smoker, or not on the smoker, in the fridge, excuse me. I used like a glass baking dish, and I put about 1/3 of it on the bottom. Then I layered my cleaned and patted dry fillets, and then I put them upside down in there, poured the additional mix brine over, and then put a lid on it and let it sit in the fridge for about 12 hours, which is, it's 8 to 12 hours, fine. And so now, after that, I took them out. I gave them a quick rinse in cold water, and then I placed them on this rack, and then placed that on this cookie sheet or baking sheet. And I put that back in the refrigerator to dry in the refrigerator, and that's about 2 to 4 hours, and it develops this tacky substance that is the flesh actually pushing that brine back to the surface of the flesh. And what that does is it gives good adhesion for the smoke. Okay, so next step is going to be for me to take and fill the smoker box with these apple chips, and then I will go fire up my smoker and we'll start the process of smoking. So once I get that all taken care of, we'll go out and we'll get it going. All right.